be overcome. I must steel myself.
I cannot bear it.
There's a ladder here.
Well then, son, how might I be of service? Hail! Be in the mood for a song, it Got to work.
Thankless
You've had to
job,
put
this.
bread on the table.
What is this? I'm in no hurry to leave.
Wait for the new equipment. It's coming.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
Wouldn't say no to a nice, juicy feast.
Hail, friend. How fare you? 'Tis not long now ere I am to undertake the trial of archery. I thought it only right to tell you that, as you were the one who gifted me the bow that I'll be using. I was also rather hoping you would consider attending. No one could be worthier of witnessing this milestone in elven archery than you. Ah, but the path to the arbor is not easily found or followed. 'Twould be best I escorted you. There is a log bridge near the ruins where I train. I'll await you on the other side. Come find me when you are ready to make for the sacred arbor, the village of my people.
Eyes on what are you doing? Might as well do it. I'm very scraping.
Go.
I am ashamed to have fallen so short. I shall ponder my failings, Arisen.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am I see not even the Arisen could resist my charms. Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Tis a pleasure to meet you.
Should you wish to pick your foes off from afar, you need look no further than an archer such as I.
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
I see not even the Arisen could resist my charms. Please dispense with the formalities, they exhaust me so.
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do... seem to be... I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around. I see you recognize my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should...
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
Interested in my wares? Interested in my wares? Go on, have a look.
pleasure doing business with you.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
It was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance? Aye. Tell is, her ties to this figure from the neighboring country have a romantic tint.
This looks like trouble.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right.
Not without its charms.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
I don't tell half as many lies as my pair I ought to.
Just remember to dust the shelves.
I shall be on top form. I can fix some of my old check wheels of all this cars.
Only care I have is how to spend the days.
Above all, we will have need of allies to our cause. Though I dare say, they shall not easily be found.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Greetings. Welcome. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Do come again.
The rules at your leisure.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Sorry I am to hear it. You know where to find me, should you change your mind?
'Tis the dream of many to own a home, Master. Shall we gather the requisite funds to make it our own?
There's no great shock to me.
You!
I swear I've not blinked once in the last
The rules at your leisure.
I'm dead on my feet.
Interested in my wares?
I could use a bit of peace and quiet.
Let's be ready to give the signal.
The rules at your leisure.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. Peruse at your leisure.
I'd like a quiet life. Want some in a real battle? Right, old age.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the former... Most hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
Have a look. Something smells divine.
Well met, sir. Gotta be somewhere to make... Seems my feet always on the wide.
Mine.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I take pride in it. The Goblin's lair lies somewhere along the western road. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least. Welcome to Bjorn, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So... Before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again.
good mood. Do tell.
It's my back's not backing up today. I stopped before a customer comes along. I'll find myself some work today.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Still looking? Well, you'll know her at a glance, I'm sure. She looks just like me, after all.
Will someone do aught about this?
Puts me in the mood for a song.
There's got to be something fun to do.
You!
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this world.
I don't like it.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we? Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Gathering clues will be essential to our success in this matter.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together. But I overslept, and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. You really made a difference around here. Hmm? You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
Much for me. I best head home.
I'll gladly stay a while. I'd sooner stay out like that.
Boots laced, strapped. I'm ready.
There's comfort in the humble domestication from travelers at the inn.
To anymore.
Suppose I better get to work.
Quite the predicament. Quite the predicament. Wonder if it's
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? The Watchhead refused, and rightly so. But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night, and I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask me.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
I'll wander about. See what to do. Best check our stock before a customer comes along.
Not sure what they expect.
Let's take it easy, eh? I've more time than I know how to spend. Will someone do it about this?
Can I?
Quite the predicament.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And a flower from Melve seems just the thing. And she was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? Let's see. What else must I bring? Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes.
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk. What a rapid market, methinks.
Well met, sir. Round time for an and in the mood to stir up trouble tonight. Well met. You are come to... You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... foremost hospital. Hospitality in all Vern. Much obliged. Well met, sir.
Where to now?
I have a feeling there's good coin to be made here.
we meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. You understand. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Which reminds me, I owe you a debt. I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. I have rather little in the way of spending money. Pray, take this for now. You'll have more when next we meet. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
Well then, son, how might I be of service?
All this walking has made my legs ache a bit.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Keep moving.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
As soon as my ship's done, I'm off to the tavern.
There's adventure to be had.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
What else needs space here?
My back.
This place is awful dull. Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
The heavens have forsaken us. All is lost.
Watching.
Dreams are free, I say.
Nobody's doing nothing. Just goes for sweetmeats and ale. I don't like this place at all.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Oi, keep your distance.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Ain't nothing but trouble.
Some meat would be nice. I find such solace in it.
Twill take a better mind than mine to solve this. Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people, looking for information. Well, if I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect, who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just recently.
My greens are second to none.
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
Seems like everyone always wants something.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure? Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now.
Oi, who's there?
You want something? Spit it out or piss off.
Suppose you're all right.
Greetings.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
Perhaps.
I'll get that for you. I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Strike with the power of lightning.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly. Perhaps we ought to take a look.
'Twould behoove us not to fall too far behind our guide.
I suppose 'tis so.
Feast your eyes on this!
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It's quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars, were I the scholarly sort. I suppose 'tis so.
Time to find somewhere new. so dull when there's nothing
Where's
doing.
my comb? My fur's in a right state.
Just remember.
All I've got left is my aches and pains. I'm surrounded by winches on all sides. Fancy a kip. But not at the expense of my duty.
Time to find me a mark. Leave the coin.
Quite the predicament. Quite the predicament.
I quite like it.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while. I suppose all we can do is wait.
Fine place to collect. I'll make a living if I get myself days like this making that to be alive. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out of this world. Such quietude is a blessing.
So still.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my
This sort of quiet means all's well.
I'd sooner stay out of that where it possible. I'm sure I can handle this. You're quite sure it sounds well.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
I dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not allowed in here.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own. Come along. Long. Guide me outside, then. Come along.
Dead on my feet after today's training. Must hold out till somebody comes to me.
What do ye want?
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Praying, ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Time to find me a mark.
Always a new thing to see to.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for Your Majesty's efforts. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
There is only one acceptable outcome. Complete and utter success.
We're off to Vernworth Palace, then.
Well met, sir.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may... assist you with, simply say the word.
Always a pleasure.
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable for all their toil.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Do you know how long you'll be?
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
One must take pride in their charge. All my days were so tranquil. I've been on my feet all day.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I say! I'm not sure who gave the orders, but it's beyond my pay.
As it should be. Pray focus on the task at hand. I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with it everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it possible.
I'll take the night watch over desk work any day.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it.
When does my watch end? I've been on my feet all
Those
day.
recruits don't know pommel from point.
This job better be worth it. I fancy a kick from you. But not at the expense of my duty.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Oh dear.
Days like this make me
I'll have an early supper.
Well met, sir.
Mayhap I'll seek out the towns we want to visit.
My names have been acting up.
The sky always puts me in a contemplative mood.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Yes? Is there something I can do for you?
Dare I presume I've caught your eye?
Well then, son, how might I be of service? Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early. Hope to see you again. Look at my wares.
Good if you work yourself to death.
Places such as this nourish the spirit of
You look at my wares.